Update. Neighbor's child has disabilities and won't stop climbing the fence, entering my house and freeing my dogs. Original post. Link sad about this update for the kid. I took the majority of the given advice and called the police non-emergency number and asked for an officer to come out because I had questions about an issue I'm having and briefly explained it. Officer shows up, I invite him in and explain the whole situation. He isn't really sure what to do about it right now, so he asked for a supervisor come to his position. Supervisor shows up and I go over the whole thing again. We go upstairs to my computer where I have all the videos clipped and saved. 9 times of her entering the backyard and 4 of her entering the house through the garage. We watched each one and he gets on his cell phone and goes back to his car. A few minutes later he comes back with 3 flash drives and asks me to copy the videos over to the drive and had me fill out a piece of paper stating what I put on the drive and then signed it. I repeated it all 3 times. About 45 minutes later, after we have been talking and he's been on and off his cell phone the entire time, 2 CPS workers show up and review the videos again. And take a complete statement from me going back to the first time it happened. This took about 2 hours because they wanted it to be precise and as accurate as I remember it and left out anything I wasn't 100% sure on. The officers and CPS workers head next door to talk to the parents. Parents apparently shut the door in their faces and said they didn't want to talk, but because of my statement and the videos of her climbing over, getting stuck, having to be carried back over the times I'm at work or gone and just entering the house, they had probable cause to enter the home anyways. After they were inside their house for about 10 to 15 minutes, another cop car shows up followed by another a few minutes later. I'm in my garage so I don't know exactly what happened inside, but after more officers showed up, the father was put in the back of a car and the daughter was put into the CPS workers' van and they left. The father was driven away about 10 minutes after that. Then about an hour later the mother is also put into the back of a car and they drive away. I talked to the initial officer that showed up and asked for a supervisor and he tells me they found drugs, pills not in prescription bottles, not their prescriptions, and that the home was just not being taken care of inside and definitely not a safe environment for a child. Said they found drugs not secured and in areas the child had access to them. I haven't seen them since the day after the post. I feel bad for the kid being in that situation and me being a neighbor not even knowing and my not wanting to call the cops. I didn't think it was anything like they found. I just figured it is really tough raising a kid and add on top of that severe mental disabilities and it's even tougher. I should have called them earlier once the CPS reports I was doing over the phone didn't ever do anything.